Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Akabulan First of Generations.
Hi.
My name is Anthony, and this is my lovely wife, Denisha.
Yeah.
And we're here to bring you just a little bit of a small bit of information. Maybe it'll help somebody that's trying to relocate, that's trying to visit. Whatever you decide to do, you're trying to go to the motherland, the continent of Africa. You need to know a few things. And we titled this,
Stop Looking for America in Africa.
what such a great title. Stop looking for America in Africa or Ghana. In this case, we're talking about Ghana.
Forgive us. Listen, we've taken a little break away from YouTube. So it's like we're new to this all over again. But a lot of times, we hear and we see where people are often disappointed because they visit Ghana and they've had this whole perception in their head of what they thought it was like. Because, I mean, if America is where you've always been, and then you go and you visit a whole nother country that is totally different, then without washing your thoughts or having an open mind, I may say, to new things or different things, then you're gonna be very disappointed when you go anywhere. That's anywhere. If you go with the mindset of what you're used to seeing, what you're used to knowing, smelling, feeling, eating, all of that stuff plays a major part when you go to visit Ghana.
Yeah, I mean, it's comparing apples to oranges, and you definitely can't make that comparison.
Right.
She mentioned eating. I want to say probably 99.9% of the local population or the local people eat pretty much organic food. What I mean by organic doesn't mean that you go in the grocery store and there's a section that says organic or green or whatever. No, I'm talking about from the maize, grinding the corn into the cornmeal and making the banku. That's this particular item that is like a corn dough, but it's fermented. And they eat this, they eat that particular, the banku or the fufu or whatever it is, the starch, they eat it with their foods. It's organic. It comes from the field to the grinding mill, or they grind it to your plate. America can't produce that. So it's like I said, it's comparing apples to oranges. You can't make a comparison. The livestock, yes, they do ship in. I think they started shipping in frozen chicken. And if I had to say anything to the government that allowing that to happen, please don't, especially from America. Don't ship in American food, frozen food, whatever. But Ghana has so many different poultry farms there. Most of the time, the local people, the original people there, love the local chicken. They like the chicken that run around, that has muscles on it. And I'm telling you, that's why most of the native people are in better health than we are. Normally when we come over, we come over with some type of sickness, some type of we're fat or whatever. So don't try to compare America or the West to Africa or Ghana.
Just to piggyback on the food part, just want to say, when you go to Ghana and you go out to eat, do not expect fast food. Because you're gonna wait, depending on what restaurant you're at. It all depends on how long you're gonna wait, but regardless of where you go, you're gonna wait on your food. So just prepare your mind to wait. Don't go extremely hungry. Don't wait until you get extremely hungry and it's unbearable. Just know that it's different. There's no urgency, okay, in Ghana, and that could be a good thing as well. A lot of times over here, it's such a rat race for us. I mean, we're used to getting up, going to work, go, 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 go. Everything. We're used to everything fast.
Yes.
Over there, they're used to slowing things down. They remind me of savoring the time, or what am I trying to say? They remind me of how, I can't get the word, of how you, let's just say, appreciate the time. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not rushing. Everything is okay. We understand, the mode of time and how time runs, and then, time goes by, it goes on its own. You can't control time, but to be able to just enjoy the moment, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. That's what we're missing over here.
I think, just to add on to that, when they're preparing your food, most of everything, they're preparing it from scratch. Mm-hmm. Everything that you're ordering, they're cutting the potatoes, or they're cutting the yams, or the exception of probably making fufu. They probably made it that morning,
right,
or maybe made it a few hours before you got to the restaurant, which is organically fresh. So it takes time to produce the type of food that they produce, because they have to actually do it from scratch. Everything is like to order, which is a good thing. So I definitely understand what you're talking about. Comparison of the roads, because some people will say, well, there's potholes everywhere. The road system is not as great as it is in the West or America. What would you say about that?
Well, actually, if you do a comparison with that, you actually have to go all the way down to the government because over here we have regulations. We have, even trucking companies, we have to pay a fuel tax every year to keep the roads up. We have different systems in place that actually pays into the road system to keep it, wherein, there's not huge potholes and things of that nature. Versus in Ghana, I don't really know how that works. I know that there's a road department in Ghana, but I don't particularly know how that works. But I think more enforcement will definitely help with roads. But again, you got to keep your mind open. It's not America. You drive in Ghana, you ride in Ghana, you're in Ghana. You're not in America. So you just have to take it for what it is. And I mean, they're surviving.
Let me say this. Don't mean to cut you off. When you're talking about comparison of the roads, because our title is
Stop looking for America in Ghana.
Stop looking for America in Ghana.
In Africa.
In Africa or Ghana,
right,
whichever African country you're planning on relocating or visiting. So stop looking for the Western way of doing things, the Western road system, the Western food, the Western power grid. Everything is going to be different.
Right.
And one reason I'm going to show you why you shouldn't compare apples to oranges, because every luxury, every amenity that we have here, we're taxed for. Mm-hmm. So you wonder why your money don't go far at the end of the week. Mm-hmm. You'll make X amount of dollars, and you go to the grocery store, it's reflected. Right. Because you have the best of the road system, you have the best of the power grids, you have the best of the water system, you have the best of digital currency, how everything is transacted here in America or the West, but you're going to pay for it. Me, personally, I'd rather have the dirt roads, give me the potholes, and let me have more to be able to thrive or, in some cases, survive off of. I don't have to have glitz and glamour to be able to survive, because as I get older, I'm understanding that you got one life to live, and you should live it the best way you possibly can live it. And I'm talking about from a medical standpoint, a holistic standpoint, really, all around the full spectrum, right? So some people would go to an Western African country or Central, South, doesn't make a difference which one you go to, and they will have this type of feeling or mindset about it in a negative way. But as you begin to visit more often, you'll begin to see that it is a hidden gem to go to an African country to feel the peace. There's no rush for preparing the food, no rush for you sitting down. Nobody's trying to rush you out of the seat so they can get other people in. You can stay as long as you want to. So, not trying to compare, but if you do compare, just know that we pay a price for getting everything fast. You have to have people to work those computers, to work the system,
right,
to look after the system, to maintenance the system. Right? What else you have to say about them?
I just I know that we've gotten a few comments where people will be like, Ghana's not for everybody.
Right.
Which Ghana is not for everybody.
Right.
Shoot, America's not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody.
Right.
So when we post videos and we talk about Ghana, we're only talking about our experiences. We're only being transparent from what we can give you, our perspective on it. At the end of the day, we do realize that Ghana is not for everybody, but for those that are interested in Ghana, we want to be able to share our experience with those people so that you'll know that, there's a good, bad, and ugly everywhere, not only in Ghana, even over here. So just to be able to share our story with you guys, to let you know that, it's not perfect, but don't let that detour you from going to visit if you want to go and visit. Even with us doing the different videos on Ghana, still, whatever video you see and you want to go to Ghana and experience it for yourself. At the end of the day, you'll have to experience for yourself to know whether you'll like it or you can deal with it. Whether you're planning to just go visit or whether you're planning on moving there, you have to go and you have to experience it for yourself, before you just up and just say, I'm out. Also,
I want to say this, that if you're going to compare an African country to a Western country, you got to realize this one thing is that, and let's use America. America has been established since they broke loose from their colonizers, which is Great Britain, right? America has been a country 247 years. On the other hand, Ghana has got its freedom from Great Britain, I think, as well. And it's only been a country for 67 years. Now, let's look at it. America is a dominant country, a dominant force, a force of reckoning. Ghana was called the Gold Coast. America needed gold to fuel this American industrial engine. They needed money. Gold backed money back then. So America and Great Britain, all of the Western countries, France, whatever one you want to call, they needed resources. So they saw African countries that wanted their independence, and the Western powers wanted the resources. The African countries didn't know what they had in terms of resources. They gave them what they said it would give them. The Western country was okay with it, but it was not enough. Looking through the years, some of the African leaders now understand it's not enough for us to give you our raw resources. So now a lot of the countries are now in Africa, they're saying we'll build the manufacturing plants, we'll refine the resources, and we'll sell it to you already refined and processed at a rate that you will like, but at a rate that we can grow as a country. So for hundreds of years, Western countries, African countries have been robbed and pillaged by Western powers. So when you see the potholes, and you see there may not be the best sanitation system, the best water system, the best road system, the best way of doing things, because you're coming from a Western mindset, a Western nation, just know that there's a reason why African countries look the way they look.
Right.
Just if you're going to compare, you have to go all the way back and have a historical mind to say this is why it's like that. And so when you go to Ghana, keep that in your mind, and also you need to be able to say, can I deal with this? Can I live amongst the native? And if you ask me, I think really the quality of life is better. Even though they have some things they got to work on. Don't get us wrong, because we're not here to tell you that Ghana and Africa is great, 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 great. You know, it has its challenges. It has its issues. It has the elephant in the room, just like over here.
Right.
But if I personally, we're giving you our personal experience on what we would like to do. If it's up to us, all right, we would like to depart from the land of the West, and we would like to carve out a spot and to call Ghana or any African country our home, because we understand we're looking at the bigger picture. We're looking at our offspring. We're looking at the fact that you can still get raw organic food. We're looking at the fact that you still can smell the fresh air. We're looking at the fact that you can get a lot of the vitamin D here. We stay in the house most of the time because you're working, you're so tired, you're so stressed out for bills. They're just constantly coming. So, I mean, this video is for those that are adventurous, those that are not afraid. Don't be afraid. Right. For those that are not there to compare and see how many issues an African country have, but those that say, look, I'm going to go, I'm going to settle, and I'm going to do my part as much as the Most High allow me to make it better. I want to make a difference in one of those countries, and you definitely can do your part. Right. You're not the savior. You're not going to be able to save the whole country, the whole nation, all the people. That's not your job. It's only given to one person, and that's the Messiah. So stop comparing. Stop comparing how they do things, because I started doing that at one time, and I was like, wait a minute. That means that if you want all of what America has, you might as well stay in America. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah.
So this video, we hope that it has enlightened some, and hopefully that it has encouraged others to don't listen to everything. Yes, be cautious, be aware.
Research.
Do your research. Get your money together. Stack your money as much as possible. I know we're in some real hard times right now, but do due diligence and go forward. Do what you need to do. There's several hundred YouTubers out there that are actually giving you their story, and that's what we're here to do, to tell you, hey, go for it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
Oh, wait. We have been uploading some videos in between our little break. We do want to say that anything that you see that comes from us, it is because we are in direct contact with it, like the land we've been posting, that the different properties that's for sale, the different projects that we are in connection with. Know that we know these individuals personally. We are in direct contact with them. So if you ever see anything on our channel that interests you, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help. We're here to help connect people with the Ghana or the motherland.
With the motherland, much as we can. Yeah. We're not going to actually tell you that we have been all over. We have been in several regions in Ghana. Been to Ghana 4 or 5 times. I start counting. But we definitely have boots on the ground. We have people that we are in direct contact with, almost like family. I want to say family. And so if you guys are getting ready to take a trip, seeking a trip, needing somebody to tour you around the regions and just to be a guide to you, we definitely have people there. But we just want to encourage you. We know that we have a really small channel, and we just want to try to grow it if we can. If not, it's still okay. We just want to make sure that this video is kind of informative as well as encouraging to somebody to don't do any comparison. Go there with an open mind, a clean slate, and I guarantee you enjoy yourself. So don't forget. And we want to say thank you to all of our subscribers, all of our viewers. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Like, share, and comment. If this is your first time seeing our channel, please subscribe. Go back and look at some previous videos that we posted, as well as we are wanting to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. This is day 1 of this month. Come on, guys, help make that happen. You can do it. And I think that was about it. That's it. All right. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.